Well, the other day, I'm walking into the pharmacy. They used to call it the drugstore. I used to call it the drugstore. Now we call it the pharmacy because we're so sophisticated. I walked into the pharmacy. And of course, the first question as I went through the door, the very first question they laid on me was, now, quote unquote, do you want the flu shot? Would you like to have the flu shot? We have the flu shot available, no charge. We'll give you the flu shot. If you want the flu shot, it's right here. Don't worry, we have the flu shot for you. Don't fret, don't worry. The flu shot is available. You know what I said? I said, no. I do not want the flu shot. I'll never want the flu shot because I've had bad experiences with the flu shot. I've had a terrible experience round about 25 years ago with the dreaded flu shot. You want to hear my story? Okay. I went in there. Now, somebody else coerced me, not coerced, but they convinced me into taking this stupid flu shot about 25 years ago. Probably the year 2000. You remember that whole thing? 2000. The year 2000. They convinced me to go get the flu shot, this goofball that I used to know way back when. Get the flu shot because you need the flu shot. You're 40 years old now. Maybe I was 45, something like that. You're 45 years old now. You must have the flu shot. I went and I got the flu shot. The moment I got the flu shot in New York City, I took the subway home. And as I'm taking the subway home, I feel a raging fever come on. I feel my glands starting to swell. I feel just like my body is aching. You felt that feeling when your body just aches and you know the flu is coming on. I felt all the dreaded symptoms of the dreaded flu coming over me like swarming. It was terrible. Trying to make my way home. It didn't take long. As soon as they shot me in one of these biceps here, you see that bicep right there? You see that right there? As soon as they got me about right there, I started to feel terrible. Didn't take long. I'm on the train, New York City. You can't sit on a train and not feel well. You can't be underground, subterranean New York City and not feel well. You got to be alert. You got to be ready for anything because you never know what kind of guy is going to accost you on a subway train. So I'm sitting there. I'm sick already. My subway ride home is probably about 15 minutes. 5-10 minutes into the subway ride home, I'm sick as a dog. I said, this jackass that made me take the flu shot is going to hear an earful from me because I'm going to lay into this person good about this stupid flu shot because I know it's already making me sick. So I get home and I lie on my bed and already I'm feeling so terrible, so achy, so feverish. I happen to have a thermometer. I take my temperature. Do you know about 45 minutes after I got this flu shot, right there in the bicep, there's the bicep again, right there in the bicep, 45 minutes, I already had a 101 fever, which is kind of high for an adult. Maybe for a kid it's not so bad, but for an adult, it's a very high fever. It soared to about 102, 102.5. And the reason why this all happened, because I was stupid enough to go get a flu shot. Now, Big Pharma, the medical profession, in its infinite wisdom, I say that with my tongue firmly planted in my cheek, in their infinite wisdom will tell you you must, by all means, you must have a flu shot. There's no way you can go through a winter and be 65 years old, as I am now. You cannot go through a winter without getting a flu shot. You know what I say to them? I look them squarely in the face. The stupid doctor, the idiotic doctor, the self-serving doctor that tells me these things. I say, no. I've had horrendous experience with your flu shot. You could take your flu shot and stick it where the sun doesn't shine. You're never, ever going to get me to take your flu shot again. Now, I started this whole dissertation talking about the pharmacy, right? I walk into the pharmacy, they're pestering you. You walk into the pharmacy, they're pestering you already with the flu shot. You walk through the door, the counter person says, "You want the flu shot? Just go in the back, free flu shot." You go back there, the pharmacist is on your rear end trying to get you to take the flu shot. And then when you walk out, some customer asks me, this is the funny part, "Did you get your flu shot?" This goofy broad, "Did you get your flu shot? Did you get your flu shot?" I said, "No, I didn't get my flu shot. Why are you asking me?" "Well, because I wanted to know if anybody else got their flu shot, because I'm thinking about getting my..." Don't get the flu shot. Gotta calm down. Don't get the flu shot. The flu shot will make you sick. And the flu shot has no science behind it. It has no real science behind it. Why, you ask, does a layman like myself realize that the flu shot has no science behind it? Because here it is. There are thousands, if not more, strains of each flu virus, each season, each winter. It's approaching now. We're at December 8th. Each winter, they're out there with different strains. They try to identify the strain for the particular season coming up. They fail miserably every time. They never identify the strain correctly. And if you're taking a different strain in that flu shot, if you're taking a different deterrent to a strain that is not out there, you're wasting your time. It's an abject waste of time. And you're jeopardizing your health. Why? Because there is a chance, a pretty strong chance in my experience, there's a very, very strong chance that you, a healthy person previously, will come down with the dreaded flu. You will see yourself getting the flu where, if you weren't dumb enough to take the flu shot in the first place, you would have remained healthy and vibrant and active, athletic, going about your business the way you should. But now you were silly enough to listen to the experts, and you take your flu shot and you pay the price, and you pay the price dearly. Because if you pay the price dearly with the flu shot, you're bound to come down with a pretty bad case of the flu. Now, some people, I talked to Michael Riedel. We do a podcast, in case you don't know. I talked to Michael Riedel, a good friend of mine now. I said, "Michael, have you had any side effects with the flu shot?" You know what he says? Well, he said, "I got a sore arm. I got a sore arm. My arm got really sore, and that's it." I said, "Really? That's it? No fever, no headache, no flu symptoms?" No. He said, "That's it. I took the flu shot, got sore." That's all well and good. That may indeed happen to you. You may get no side effects. Or you may be like my friend Michael and get yourself a side effect of a sore arm. That's not necessarily a big deal, but it's something you don't want. It might not be a huge case, but it's something you don't need and you don't want. My opinion, my layman's opinion, I have to state, I'm no doctor. I just play one on the YouTube channel. In my layman's opinion, do not take the flu shot. What does it say? What does it say? How's the saying go? Oh, yeah. If it ain't fixed, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I got that reversed there for a minute. If it ain't broke, and I don't use the word ain't, but in this context, during the course of this little thing I'm quoting here, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And here's another one for you. Leave well enough alone. You know, if you're going about your business and you're feeling aces, you're feeling great, let it go. Let it go. My gauge, my barometer as to how my health is going, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good. How you doing there, Ralph? I'm feeling pretty good. Right at the moment, I've lived 65 years on the planet, and I'm feeling pretty good. I'm athletic. I was able to run 4 miles this morning, sprint about 2 of those miles. I was able to lift weights this morning. I was able to eat my breakfast unencumbered this morning. That's pretty good. For a 65-year-old individual, I can't believe it. I don't feel 65. I don't feel a day over 64. I'm kidding. I don't feel 65. But for a guy like me, unencumbered morning like I had this morning, and by the way, the first time the sun came out here in 5 days, I saw that it's been raining continuously here for 5 solid days. And today was the first time the sun showed its face, and it was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I felt on top of the world. I talked to my wife. We had a little conversation over the phone. I continued to run a little bit. It was beautiful, 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 right? So that's a good day so far. I'm doing pretty good so far, you know? Think of today. If I had scheduled on my itinerary that I was going to take a flu shot, because they force it down your throat. They tell you that you must take a flu shot. Think now today I'm having a good day. Think today, if I were dumb enough to take a flu shot, I would march after feeling great, as I just described. I'd march myself over to the nearest drugstore. I like to say it that way. Drugstore. I'd march myself off to the nearest drugstore and say, okay, since you guilted me into it, I'll take your flu shot. Give me the flu shot. I guarantee, I guarantee that I would have the flu by the time it took me to drive home. I guarantee that after taking the flu shot at the pharmacy slash drugstore, I would be down with the flu in no time. And I'd be ruining the day that I listened to these creeps telling me that I have to take the flu shot. How many times am I going to say the words flu shot in this video? Well, that's yet to be determined. But again, leave well enough alone. And Big Pharma, man, they rake it in. They rake it in. And here's, again, I have to reiterate, there's no science. There's no real science. They'll say there's science behind it, but there's no real accurate science behind it. Because as I said, they can't match, here's in a nutshell, they can't match the strain of flu that's out there. They can't match their deterrent in this flu vaccine that they're so jacked up on giving you. They can't match the deterrent with the actual strain that's out there looking to do you harm. That's why it's an exercise in futility. That's why you're better off eating your vegetables, eating your good protein, drinking your water, stay hydrated, and getting enough sleep and getting enough exercise, all those great things. That's why you're better. Now. My mother, who's 90 years old, believe it or not, she'll be 91 in a couple of months. 90 years old. At where she's staying these days, unfortunately, at 90 years old, every day they call me asking me, it's flu season. Do you want to give your mother the flu shot? Perhaps this will be the time to give your mother the flu shot. We ask all the family members of our residents if they intend on getting the flu shot. You know what I say before they get the sentence out? No! No! No, your mother's... How is my mother doing right now, I ask? She's doing pretty well. Well, that's good. Leave her alone. I'm not going to put the flu vaccine into my 90-year-old mother to try to ruin her if she's doing well. In an effort to try to fight something off or a deterrent to something, I am not going to intrude her body, invade her body with your godforsaken flu shot. So before that guy gets out his sentence, I say no. And my no is like this. No, it's not a wishy-washy no. It's no, no, no. So they know I mean no. What's not good for me is certainly not going to be good for my mother. So that's how I go about it. And Big Pharma, they cash in. Big Pharma already has you on every medication on the planet. Half of the population are on these stupid antidepressants. Now, again, they may help some people some of the time, but mostly they're failures. Half of the population is on those. Half of the other everybody else is on some other sort of medication. Everybody and their brother, their sister, their mother, their uncle, their cousin, everybody's on, five different a cocktail of drugs. Me, on the other hand, take nothing. I take nothing. There's nothing. Not one bit of medication enters this body. Why? Well, not because I'm not devoid of any aches and pains, or I have my aches and I have my illnesses. I have things going on here and there, but I've never fell into the quandary of not knowing whether to take medicine or not take medicine, that kind of thing, because I know that big pharma will want to have you hooked or have you very much used to taking certain medications where you consider it just a rite of passage as you age. I don't consider it a rite of passage. I consider medication, if I had a malady that really required me to take medication, thank goodness I do not. So I go on without big pharma up my rear end, and it feels good. I'm not as subservient to big pharma. I'm not as subservient to all the cracks they call doctors. I'm not as subservient to anybody. Again, when I need the help, they're there. There are great people, I assume, in the medical profession. In fact, I know there are great people in the medical profession. Where they are, I've maybe found a handful, but where they are, I'm not sure, but I know they're out there. So again, take it from where it comes. I'm no expert. I sound like I know what I'm talking about, but yeah, I do. But again, I didn't go to medical school. So take it from where it comes and take my advice with, your proverbial grain of salt, if you will. Or, you can listen to my logic. Again, I'll quote, if it ain't fit, no, God. I go again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Leave well enough alone. If you're feeling well and things are working out for you, don't rock the boat. Just a little bit of advice as I stammer out of here. Just a little advice. All right, listen, subscribe to Ralph Romeo TV right here. I really appreciate it if you do. Press the subscriber button. Like the video, comment down below. If you think I'm a crackpot, tell me I'm a crackpot. If you love what I say or you're somewhere in between, feel free. I really appreciate it. That's my dissertation. That's my blather for today. Take care of yourself. See you tomorrow.